Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live, and you don't understand this. This is actually a second recording for the same show because I messed up on the sound on the first one. But today's a little different. We're talking real estate, but we're going to talk election coming
We're talking
up.
election, November 4th.
November 4th. And
Yes.
the reason we're covering it is because there's several things to vote on in there, but one of them has to do with the Homestead Exemption.
Absolutely. There's actually 17 things to vote on, but we're not talking about all 17.
All 17.
And we're
but
not doing a red-blue thing. We're
There-
doing a homestead, homeowners, things that protect your rights as a property owner.
Okay, let's talk about the homestead. What's
Okay.
going to change or what's up for vote?
So, it was increased a couple years ago from 40,000 to 100,000. Huge increase. And what that means is that when you have a homestead exemption, so that is the property that you live in,
Right.
like my house down here, your house, okay, not your second homes or your rentals, but your actual homestead. So this is not just for Bolivar. This is for anybody anywhere in the state of Texas, okay? The homestead exemption, $100,000 worth of your property value does not get included into the figuring of the school taxes, okay? They want to increase that to 140 because property values have skyrocketed so high.
Right.
And so our property taxes, every year everybody hates that bill.
Yeah.
Right? It comes in your mailbox and you're like,
Probably half
everybody's
of them
protesting.
protesting.
Okay, so this is going to hopefully soften that blow a little bit. And it's
Okay.
really important, and it becomes an amendment into the Texas Constitution. So you got to get out there, Proposition 13.
Okay.
You got to remember 13. So unlucky number, we're going to make it lucky because that's going to increase our homestead exemption.
$40,000.
An additional $40,000. So
$40,000.
now we're at $140,000 of your property value that doesn't get hit with that tax.
Okay.
Super important.
There's a couple other ones too. One of them's about veterans, and I want to touch on that because it has to do with family.
Yeah, so let me make sure I've got the right number. Yes, Proposition 7.
Okay.
So Proposition 7 is asking that the spouse, so disabled veterans, 100% disabled veterans don't pay property taxes at all.
Right.
Okay, which is awesome, and I love that about our state. So if that veteran passes away, this is allowing the surviving spouse to keep that exemption on that property.
Right.
Now, if they decide to sell the property and move on, that's a different story.
Right.
But if they remain in the home that they've been receiving this exemption on, they're allowed to keep that exemption. And that's what that proposition is asking.
And that's good because when a spouse, whether it's the husband or wife, is in the military, the family
is in the military.
And,
absolutely.
Our veterans have done so much and given up so much for us, and a lot of the families have given up so
Yes.
that their veterans can do what they enjoy doing and want to do. And so I think that's a fabulous.
So that's 7. So we got Proposition 13.
13, in fact, Proposition 7.
Okay. And then if we have a minute, we have, okay, inheritance tax, Proposition 8.
Okay.
So here's the thing. In Texas, we don't have income tax, right?
Right.
And then we have this little thing on inheritance and the state tax.
You pay dearly.
You pay dear. I haven't had to pay it yet.
Right.
But yeah, let's not. So read that one carefully and think about that one.
Okay.
Because a lot of people say to me, oh, well, why are you worried about all these things? Because we don't have income tax. We don't have this. We don't have that. Okay, great.
It's still
But
your money.
It's your money, but not only that, but you don't know what the future holds.
Right.
So when you vote for these and they go in as an amendment to our Texas Constitution, then you have to work as hard to get rid of them. So if things change later on, these are already in there.
Right.
Right. So there are already protections built in. And that's what I think people need to look at when they start looking at all these different propositions.
And you and I talked about it before. If you're not familiar with one of these, you don't have to vote on it.
No, you don't have to vote on them all.
And
when you
so-
go in, you can just click what you want to vote on.
Right. And so, my thought is instead of just saying yay or nay, you really need to know what it stands for.
And there's so many websites.
Yeah. And you're better off sometimes not voting other than voting, and it really, maybe you didn't understand. That's my feeling.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
know. I'm with you. So why are we saying yes or no to something we don't really understand? What
Right,
it's saying?
and so,
and I think that happens, and I think a lot of people don't go to the polls. This time, I'm saying please, at least Proposition 13.
right,
There's one more. Let me throw one more out
Okay.
there. Okay, and that's Proposition 11, and it kind of goes along with 13, and that's for your disabled and your senior population.
Okay.
And that's extending their exemptions from 10,000 to 60,000.
oh man.
So they get an additional exemption, right? So sometimes, like in real estate, when you pull up property taxes, which I do all the time when we're looking at what is the price of the house, and here's the property taxes, and it will say this property has, 3 exemptions. You don't know what those exemptions are, but
Right.
they could be some of these exemptions.
Right,
Our senior population and our disabled population.
especially down here.
Fixed income. We have a lot of seniors down here.
Right.
Everyone comes to retire. Now they're seniors. Now they're on a fixed income. And they're banking on that senior exemption. But it's
Right.
only been $10,000 of value.
Now it can go.
Now it can go up to 60, which
I know
makes
my mom
sense.
will like that.
Your mom will like that. So that's 11.
In fact, she's 92. I think there's something else she gets.
Hers has been frozen for
yeah,
years. Her
yeah,
value's
she's
been frozen for
92,
years.
so-
But the other thing we have to remember is some of these exemptions, like homestead, they used to be just forever.
Right.
Now you have to go back every 5 years and reapply.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Okay.
So like I'm coming into year 3, so you better believe I put on my calendar.
Yeah.
because you forget.
Right.
So if you've never reapplied for your homestead exemption,
You
you need to do that.
Right.
So while we're talking homestead exemptions, we're talking senior exemptions, we're talking disability exemptions, take some time to go to the county and make sure
That you're covered.
you're covered and you have those exemptions. And then
Okay.
go vote. So 11, 13, 7.
7.
Those are my favorites.
Okay.
There's a few others in here. I definitely think it's worth doing a little bit of
Well, and you can go online
research. You can
and
go
see,
you just pop in Texas election.
and tell what we have going on. And some counties probably are different than others, and see what's going on here in Galveston County if you're registered to vote here. And for more information on that, go online. But to get hold of Beth, if you want to look at a property, maybe you're
you
thinking
wanna
about
just
selling
ask
your
about
property
it.
or ask, give her a call. And what's a phone number they can get you at?
540-209-1918.
Great, great. Well, we're going to head on out. I think next week we'll either be at Fort Travis or maybe the lighthouse, and I think we might have a visitor drop by. So
I think so.
we're going to head on out. Hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure you go out and vote. Make sure you know what you're voting for. So look it up online. Do some research because you want to know what it stands for. Is it going to help you? Is it going to hinder you? And what's good for the area. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye. Video equipment is sponsored by Crystal Beach Decor and More, located at 1959 Highway 87 in Crystal Beach, Texas, and Beachy Beatnik Boutique and Jewelry, located at 970 Surfside and Highway 87 in Crystal Beach, Texas. Thank you to these two businesses for being our 2025 video equipment sponsor for Bolivar Live.